to all of our viewers, listeners, and supporters. I am your host, Donald Lang, and welcome to another episode of Connected, where we talk about mental health, recovery, employment, and stories. Our guest today is none other than our program director, Sam. She has jumped leaps and bounds from being a Spirit graduate to program director of Connections House. So without further ado, let's welcome Sam.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Fellow Spirit class graduate. How you doing?
I know we were in the same class together.
Definitely that was a good time. That was a wild time too, because we were getting out of pandemic mode and we were still kind of in.
Yeah.
But we were trying to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite a time. But yeah, so furthermore, you recently came back from New York. Awesome. Yes. So, tell us about your experience with the clubhouse there.
Yeah, so I've been to New York, the Fountain House. That was my second time going to New York. Fountain House is amazing, and any opportunity that I can give to members and staff here at the clubhouse to take a trip to New York, we'll always seize that opportunity. It's a long plane ride. It is a day of traveling all the way to New York. But I'm really grateful that Amin and Jason both had the opportunity to see the clubhouse. The meeting that was held there, the purpose of us going was because we are a part of Fountain House United. And there was a meeting, but it wasn't in the clubhouse. They have a social enterprise business called Fountain House Embody. It's right around the corner from the clubhouse. And so it was primarily at that location. It's like a cafe / body shop. And they sell like soaps and candles and oils, and they serve tea and coffee and espressos. And yeah, it was a very nice little venue. It was a cute little shop. I wish we had a Connections House and Body Shop. That would be like an amazing addition to our clubhouse. But always a great time in New York. So much to see.
Wow, that was like super exciting. Sounds super exciting.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Amin and Jason, by the way.
Yes.
That sounds like a wonderful experience. Speaking of traveling, you are part of Clubhouse International faculty. And how has that experience been visiting other clubhouses? And how does it give you an idea of what we're doing well here and what we can improve on?
Great question. So I joined faculty at the beginning of this year, and me and John Coombs both joined and went through the training together in February of 2025. I have been on one accreditation. I went to Colorado at a clubhouse called Frontier House. I had a partner who was a member from the Independence Center Clubhouse in St. Louis. And she was very experienced with the accreditation process, and so I leaned primarily on her as it was my first accreditation. But I learned a lot, and it's always very eye-opening going to see other clubhouses. They had a very strong clubhouse, and so the accreditation process for them went really well. They had a director there who had been there for 20-something years. So she was very seasoned, and they have a very strong clubhouse. So it wasn't a very difficult accreditation at all. They did very well. And the partner that they paired me with was an amazing person to be on that accreditation with as well, because she had a lot of experience. So overall, my first accreditation experience was really good, and I am honored to be a part of the faculty that goes in and does accreditations. Looking forward to my second one. Who knows where that will be? But it's a very eye-opening experience, and it gives you like ideas, and you go into these other clubhouses and you see what they're doing, and you have to have that faculty hat on while you're there, and you can't really, well, at our clubhouse we do this, or we do this, and you can't really do that because you're there with a very specific purpose, but you do kind of in the back of your mind you're taking notes like, oh, they do that really well. I'm gonna bring this up when I get back to my clubhouse, so that's a great experience to be able to go see other clubhouses.
Yeah, that sounds really, really awesome. Getting a feel for, what everybody else does and
Yeah.
what they incorporate into
Yeah.
what you guys call the clubhouse model.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. That is really, really cool.
Yeah.
You've worn many hats, starting as staff, then program director, and now faculty. How's that whole journey been for you, and how do you manage all of those responsibilities?
That is a great question, and I've been speaking a lot about this to just like my peers and my colleagues, about like the transition that I'm in right now, coming in as an intern through Spirit,
Mm.
getting hired in as a social practitioner in the work order day, and now transitioning into a director role and also a member of faculty, within a 3 year span. And so, um, yeah, I think I'm still very much in my transition and trying to wrap my head around like my role changes and what that looks like, and just trying to find a balance, right?
Mm.
Priorities, like what are my priorities, like what is my focus. I can only focus on today. I don't want to, think too far ahead of myself. And so it's just really a day to day for me at this point, because there's still so much learning and developing that I have to do as a new director. Um, but luckily, I have a great team. I have strong members in this clubhouse. This is a very strong clubhouse to be a director in. And so, the road so far has not been too difficult. And I'm honored to be in this position.
Wow, amazing. So it's funny that you talked about what you just talked about just now, which leads me to my next question. I think it's a two-parter. So before graduating Spirit, you wanted to be a substance abuse practitioner.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yeah, it is correct.
Oh, cool. Got it right. After graduating Spirit, you are now a social practitioner. What changed your mind?
Yeah, so it has to do with my background. So I come from a background where there was definitely substance abuse involved in my past. And so, starting my own personal recovery journey, it just seemed like the natural thing to do would be to help people who have lived through similar experiences as myself. However, joining Spirit, it's a behavioral health course. And so the opportunities that came up, it just seemed like the natural path to take. And I ended up here at the clubhouse. I'm still helping people in their recovery journey. It just looks a little different than mine, and that's okay.
All right, cool, cool, cool. Amazing, first of all. What is your favorite part about the work you do?
It's definitely the members and the impact, and watching people come in and they're very shy and they're unsure of the environment, and after they've been coming for 60, 90 days, 6 months, you see a whole different person blossom. You see the impact that the clubhouse has on their lives. The best part about this job is watching a member blossom and tapping into potential that they didn't realize they had before they joined.
You're getting into my story a little bit,
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely. For sure. I've seen it myself. I've seen it myself. Um, I've seen other people blossom and grow, and I've even seen some growth in myself.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
You've come a long way.
Next question. What are you excited about the future for Clubhouse being a program director?
What am I excited about the future for Clubhouse being a program director? Well, as of right now, and like I just got through saying, I don't want to go too far ahead of myself, like, and thinking in the future. I am trying to focus on the impact I can have today, this week, tomorrow, right? I know we got a lot of big things coming up with our own accreditation. And so trying to make improvements so that we can strengthen every area of our clubhouse prior to our accreditation visit so we have some strong results there. And so that's probably my biggest focus right now, just to make sure that we remain an accredited clubhouse.
Yeah, that is amazing. Yeah, that's awesome. So now we're gonna go to you.
Okay.
How do you, Sam, take care of your mental health?
Oh my gosh, that's the $1,000,000 question. With the new role comes new responsibilities, um, and comes more pressure, right? And so learning how to manage and cope with any mental health challenges, like there's the anxiety and worry and self-doubt and self-criticism, and like all this stuff starts creeping in. And so I'm realizing more and more with the additional responsibilities or load that I have on my plate, like this is a very critical time that I need to prioritize my own wellness and self-care, and making sure that when I leave work at work, and when I go home, do not take it with me. And so having that work life balance is really important for my mental health, and managing any anxiety or worries that I may have or put on myself, because I'm probably my own worst enemy in this role. Um, and so self-care, music, doing fun things, and I hate to say it, retail therapy.
Huge.
Shopping, right? Go treat myself, right? Go buy myself a nice new sweater or a nice new pair of fuzzy socks that I can wear at home when I'm relaxing in my living room with my kitty cat, you know? So yeah, I'm working on new ways to kind of take care of myself when I'm not at work. I gotta do better at that.
Yeah, that is super important. You've mentioned something that is super important, which is work life balance. I think we all need that. If we all had that in our lives,
Yeah.
it would be our lives would be so much
Right?
better for
It's an
sure.
art. You got to learn how
Yeah,
to do it. It's discipline. It's
yeah,
self-discipline and
definitely.
prioritizing your wellness.
Very much so. Prioritizing one's wellness is super important. First of all, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
It has been a pleasure interviewing the best program director in the world in my
Oh,
eyes.
thank you.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We just did a interview with an amazing program director, Sam. And I just want to say thank you for joining us and join us for another episode of Connected. Have a nice day, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.